Question number 6, it reads a positively charged disk is released on top of a fixed hemispherical frictionless dome in presence of a uniform horizontal electric field. This thing has been shown in this figure. If the disk leaves the dome after an angular displacement theta is equal to sine inverse 3 by 5, find the ratio of gravitational and electrostatic forces on the disk. Assume that the dome does not exhibit any electrical property. So these are four options. We need to choose the right one. Now this is the situation. Let's reanalyze what it is. It's a disk over here, and this is the field. This is a frictionless dome, and if you release the disk will move like this, and at this location it will separate it from this dome. So equivalent figure has been shown over here. Now when we draw the free body diagram of disk at the location where it is going to detach, you will find if we show the normal reaction as well, so there's going to be normal reaction acting outward. Since it will have a velocity, there will be centrifugal force acting outward. Mg will have a component mg cos theta and mg sin theta depending upon this theta from the vertical, and there's going to be electrostatic force acting in the direction of electric field horizontally. That is, we can make the two component of this force, one along the direction of this, another along the direction of radial. Then we will say force balance can be done in the radial direction. If we equate the forces in the radial direction, then we'll find the normal relation plus half plus mv square by r plus component of electrostatic, which is going to be QE sin theta, and then this must be balanced by mg cos theta. Now since the disk leaves at this location, so normal relation will become 0 and theta is known to us. So we put the normal relation 0 and the theta as sin theta is 3 by 5. When sin theta is 3 by 5, we can find out the cos theta as well. So this will become mv square by r. Then QE sin theta is 3 by 5 is equal to mg. Cos theta will become 4 by 5. You can find this using a triangle. So we got one relation between electric force and magnetic force. We need to know what this mv square by r is. For that sake, we can use this initial location and then final location and can go for the work energy theorem. So work energy theorem has to be applied between initial and final points. So it will say work done by electrostatic force, work done by gravitational force, work done by normal reaction must be equal to change in kinetic energy, because gravitational, electrostatic and normal are the forces that are acting on the disk. Now work done by electrostatic force is going to be F into distance in that direction or displacement in that direction, because it's a constant force. So horizontal force and horizontal displacement. If you look at the horizontal displacement, this is going to be the displacement. This is 90 degree. Now this is R. So we can say this is going to be R sin theta. So R sin theta is going to be the displacement and force is QE. Similarly, gravitational force is also a constant, and it will require the vertical displacement, which is going to be this much. Now we know the total distance is r, and this portion is going to be r cos theta. So out of r, if we subtract r cos theta, we will find the displacement in the vertical direction. So it's going to be like mg into the height, which is basically r minus r cos theta. Work done by the normal relation is going to be 0, and the final kinetic energy is this, initially was 0. Again, we can put the sin theta, cos theta stuff, so it will become, what we are going to do in this, we are dividing by r. So it's going to be like QE sin theta plus mg 1 minus cos theta is equal to mv square by r. Equation 1, equation 2. From equation 1, we can catch this mv square by r, we can substitute in this equation number 2. So that's what we are doing in the next line. So in equation number 2, we will write this and this, which is basically QE 3 by 5, and this will become mg 1 by 5 is equal to half, which is outside, and mv square by r, which is basically from here, mg 4 by 5 minus QE 3 by 5. Then you can simplify, multiply by 5, so 5 will get cancelled out, multiply by 2 on this side. So it's going to be like 6 QE plus 2 mg. Here it's going to be like 5 mg and then minus 3 QE. When you are going to settle them, then you'll find this will come this side, so it will make 2 mg. This will come this side, so it will make 9 QE. Ultimately, you will find it's going to be like mg upon QE is equal to 9 by 2. So gravitational force divided by electrostatic force came out to be 9 by 2. The question was asking ratio of gravitational and electrostatic forces. That means it was asking whatever we have calculated. So the same number is going to be our answer. So 9 by 2 will be at option C, or is at option C. So C becomes the right response. That's how it's done. Thank you.